Good evening, Central Indiana. Welcome to Porch Time live from Casey's Cause Studio. Habitat for Humanity in the house right now. We have Susan coming in a little bit later on this evening, but we will get with Habitat here momentarily. Let me talk about my sponsors. Once again, we're live at Casey's Cause Studio. Thank you to Tanya and Kevin for supporting us, and it is an honor to be involved in their son's foundation. American Basement Solution, Mr. Larry Ralph Sr., 1-877-409-2837. Key Realty with Teresa Messmer, 765-341-8911. Livewire, Tommy Walls Electric Consulting and Alarm Systems, 765-792-4012. Wellspring, that's Jennifer Burnham's group, 765-342-6661. Stids Comfort System, get a hold of Caleb Stid at 765-346-0195. And it's the time of year to start changing your filters on your furnaces. You're already getting called out, Tara.
What?
As one great lady out of the woods project. I believe that might be Seth Ringer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know that guy?
Yes, I do.
He's a character.
Yes, he is.
I love him, though.
That's neat.
K2 Fitness, open 24 hours, locally owned. Wayman's Furniture, Appliance, and Mattress. Mike's Automotive, Mikey Swango. Get a hold of Mike. Tell him I said hello. The Yard Barber, Andrew Payton. And don't forget our marquee. We have Fairway Mortgage, Team Turley out there on it. And we have, of course, Livewire, Tommy Walls Electric Consulting. If you'd like to be a sponsor, get a hold of us. Speaking of sponsors, there's Teresa Messmer. How you doing, Teresa? All right, Habitat for Humanity, Bill and Tura. I'm going to mess that up all night. Seth,
that's okay.
You should be in here speaking for me tonight, bud. You should just do your show from in here, Seth. Bill and Tura are in studio tonight. Talk about Habitat. How you guys doing?
Great.
It's fall, but it feels more like summer out today, but the weather has been beautiful. We could use some rain. Unfortunately, I'm afraid come fall foliage and everything else, it's going to drop and it's going to rain and snow and everything on us, and it's going to be nasty. But you guys... Oh, now Seth answering his own questions there. You guys got some big things coming up, don't you, Bill?
We do, yeah. We've got several events coming up. Before
we dig into that, tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been at Habitat, and then I'll...
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm a lifelong resident of Martinsville, so worked out of town a lot over the years, but off and on worked in here, and so I know a lot of people around town, which it comes in handy when it comes to Habitat, because
yes, sir,
we need help. So I've been on the board for probably 10 years. Most of that time I've served as the development chair, which is essentially the fundraising arm of the Habitat. So that's what I do, is try to get money.
That's needed for everything. People don't understand how much money it takes to do any type of business anymore. And you guys, like anybody else, got to have money to function.
Oh, yeah. And when it's, we're all volunteer. We have very few paid staff. So a lot of the people that are involved in the fundraising, they're not staff people. They're volunteers just like Tura and I. And without those people, we just can't function, and without those sponsorships and donations, then we're dead in the water.
So. Much needed. Tura, what about yourself? How long have you been involved with?
I started probably about 2001, 2002. I got involved. It was a women's build, all women's build, and that's how I actually got involved. And it just impressed me because back then, like in 13 Saturdays, we had a house built. Now, you have to understand, somebody did the electrical and the plumbing during the week, but things like that. But that just amazed me.
So that's an all-women's build.
Yes.
And there was one this year, earlier in the year.
Yes, there was.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
Well, one thing, kind of off topic, I appreciate you guys do that. You include the youth in this town in the project, and I've seen the football team and other sports teams over there and other youth groups helping out where they can. You're not going to put them in danger or in harm's way, but there's a lot of stuff that goes into building a home.
Yeah. Well, right now they're building our home on Douglas Street.
Yes.
So this will be the 4th fall that the high school kids have built. So it's not just, some people think it's trades, but it's not. It's like you said, football. We have cheerleaders.
Yep.
We have National Honor Society. They have soccer, choir. All
Caitlin says
those.
we love Tura so much. Bill, she's getting all the love
not
tonight.
feeling
I was
the
going to
love.
say, I'd say some love for Bill while we're at it. So
But it is really neat, and they can't run, you know, like big power tools or get on the roof
Sure.
unless they have to be 18 to be on the roof and 16 to run a power tool. But it's great, you know, they just love it. And we're having some of the kids that have graduated that are in college. They're going to be on college break, and they're coming back and working one Saturday.
oh, that's magnificent.
Yeah, it is.
That's a
It's
good
awesome.
deal.
And what's really cool about this program, first of all, one of our board members, Ann McGowan, is the one that put this together. And she came to a board meeting maybe 5 or 6 years ago and said she had what was the term she used? It's interesting term, but a big idea, let's say it that way. And she laid this out and said she wanted to start doing youth builds. And she went to work with the high school, with the principal and everyone. And she started working on it, and she made it happen. And she's got so many people so involved now that it's amazing. And you know, at the time she said, I want to get this off the ground, and then I'm probably going to be done with the board. Well, we hope she never leaves the board.
She can't leave now.
But she started a program that, my understanding, there's no other program like it in the United States. All the Habitat affiliates, there's not a program like this anywhere else.
Really?
Yeah,
And that's a youth build.
yes. So,
That's magnificent.
well, and it helps these kids. Some of them may end up doing something in the building trades
Right.
because they came to this. But if nothing else, maybe they know how to do a few things that they wouldn't otherwise know, and that's pretty helpful when you get a little older and have your own home and need to fix something. So,
It certainly emphasizes team building. And like you said, the do-it-yourselves at home
yeah.
can save you a lot of money in the long run. Or cost you a lot if you do it wrong, one of the two. So. But you guys include the youth in this community, and I think that's a wonderful aspect of just one of the wonderful aspects about Habitat. You make houses available for people in need, and we've broke down the process before. Had a lengthy show on that because everybody says, "Oh, they're getting a free house." No, they're not. They're not getting a free house. And as I said, we went through that entire process prior. And if you're interested, go back and watch it, or I can send you numbers of people to go over the whole thing, because it's a pretty lengthy process, and I think it's very fair, and it's just a great thing for our community. But you got to have money like anything else, and you've got some fundraisers coming up for that.
Yeah, we do. Part of, we raise money in a lot of different ways, just donations, people that want to help us out, just sometimes write a check to us. But we like to do events where people can come and do something, have some fun, and help Habitat. So that's what we do. And we have 3 or 4 different events each year, and we've got several coming up real soon. First, on November 15th, we're having a Habitat Holiday Craft Fair. That's from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the 4-H building. There's still space for vendors, and everything, anyone that wants to be a vendor has to be handmade products. So they can't bring anything that they've purchased somewhere else. It's got to be something they've done. My daughter, who is also a board member, is actually heading up that effort. Her name is Kristen Robinson. And you can reach her. They can go to her email, which is habitatholiday.craftfair@gmail.com. Or they can call the Habitat office at 765-349-9003, and they'll get a message to Kristen. But this is the second year she's done this, and she really has tried to have real high quality type crafts, so it's not junky stuff, and there'll be a few less vendors this year because she's giving them a little bit more space than she did last year. So should be a good day.
Is that the correct number, 765-349-900?
Yes.
That's a Habitat number if you're interested, and that is the Holiday Craft Fair, November 15th.
Yep.
Can't read my own writing. 8 to 2 at the 4-H building, and you want people that handmade their crafts,
Yes.
their own crafts.
Yep.
Very interesting. Is this a reoccurring event?
Yeah, Melissa in our restore did the craft fair for probably 4 years or so, and then I think it just got to where it was a little too much for her, and so Kristen took it over last year, and kind of said I'll try it, and then she's back again this year. So yeah, it's a recurring event, year to year, I guess. We don't know.
Right.
If this is a success, then probably next year we'll be back.
But this supports what you guys are doing, and
Yeah.
this allows you to do what you guys do at the Habitat.
Yeah, it's one of the smaller fundraisers, but money's money.
Right.
You know,
It all spends.
We don't care how it comes in. So, and then after that, and this is something we're really excited about, Saturday, December 6th, we have what we're calling Homes for the Holidays. And it's a holiday home tour from 4 to 9 p.m. This is the 5th year that we've done a home tour, but this is our first time to do a holiday home tour. So this is a chance for people to go in and see some beautiful homes all dressed up for Christmas.
Very nice.
And we actually have some repeat homes from previous years, but I emphasize they're going to see a different home because the decorations weren't there when they went through in May or whenever it was before. So we will have 6 to 8 homes. We've got a couple people that are trying to make sure they want to be on. Most of those are near downtown area, so a lot of it's walkable. Registration will be available soon. Tickets are $25 each in advance, and it's $35 the day of the event. And registration the day of will take place at the Presbyterian Church. And we're looking for sponsors, as always. And so there's information on our website, or they can call that same number and just ask to get a message to me. Angie Abraham, who a lot of people around town know, a local realtor, is actually the chairperson of the home tour. I chaired it for about 3 years, and then she's done it the last couple of years. So they can call me or they can call Angie, and we'll help them out in any way we can. But we're hoping to have a great turnout. We've had up to 400 people for these in the past.
Wow.
I'm hoping we can hit 500 this year. So anyone who's listening, I'm sure you don't have anything better to do than come to this on December 6th, so we'd love to see you.
Now, wait a minute. We've got our Christmas event, 6th and 7th. So it's a perfect segue, though.
Exactly.
Because you can go to the home tour, and then you can go down and listen to music and do some of the stuff that we're going to have there right in the same area.
Yeah.
And shop local and everything else. That is, the 6th is a Saturday, correct?
Yes.
That's
And that
correct.
Sunday is the tree lighting event.
Yep.
And that actual, we'll have a meeting tomorrow night here at 7 p.m. for that. So,
Well, they can make a day of it.
yes, sir. Just spend the day downtown. Holiday home tour Saturday, December 6th, and it starts at 4 to 9 p.m. And you can go to the events going on downtown till about 4, and then start touring the homes in and around the area downtown. And I can imagine Washington Street and Harrison and Pike. There's probably some beautiful houses
Yeah.
that are going to be decorated.
We have 4 or 5 on Washington Street. So yeah, it's going to be a great tour. We have some beautiful homes. Some of them are small, some of them are large, but they're all very, very unique and very pretty homes. And the people are, I can't thank the people who are doing this enough, because they're opening their home to hundreds of people, but they're willing to do it to help Habitat. So
Right.
That's a great thing in my mind.
Yeah, if you want to support a great cause and get yourself in the holiday cheer, the holiday home tour Saturday, December 6th, right here downtown. The number posted is to Habitat. You can call there or go to the website and email them and track down the ticket information. 25 in advance, 35 the day of, I believe. And last year, 400 people That's quite a bit. That's good.
Yeah, well, we've had some great homes on it.
Yeah.
The first one we did was right after the pandemic, and people were just so glad to get out of their house that I think we could have just charged them to walk around on the sidewalk and then come. But I mean, we had
$30 to leave your house.
Yeah,
Let's go.
we had so many people say, I'm so glad you guys did this because we needed to get out and do something.
Right.
So, thank goodness the pandemic's gone, but that's not a reason not to come to the home tour.
Yes, sir.
Help us see there. I do have one other thing, actually two, but one coming up in February. So Saturday, February 14th. I believe we're going to call this Hard Hats and High Heels, but it's our gala. And we're going to have it this year in Mooresville at the Jones Crossing Event Center from 6 to 10 p.m. We had our very first gala this past February. We had here in town at the Art Sanctuary. We had about 80 or 85 people, I think. We had Rose O'Neill there saying it was a nice event, but we wanted to try to. That facility is limited on how many people you can have,
Sure.
so we are going somewhere where we can have 150 to 200 people, hopefully. So should be a fun time. There'll be a cocktail hour from 6 to 7 p.m., dinner from 7 to 8, entertainment. We don't have it lined up yet. We're hoping to have a band, as well as perhaps some high school singers coming on. There'll be dancing, fun, and again, we're looking for sponsors. Surprise, surprise. So that's something that is very much in the planning process right now, so I don't have a lot of details. I don't have the pricing.
I was going to say, you don't have tickets set in stone yet.
But we should have that very soon.
So that's Saturday, September 14th. I believe that's Valentine's Day.
It is Valentine's Day.
That's your gala. It's up in Mooresville, Jones Crossing, 6 to 10. You're going to have music, food, dancing, and who knows what all else by the time it starts rolling
Yeah,
around.
it'll be a great time.
So you got 3 big events coming up.
Yep.
You've got the Holiday Craft Fair. That is November 15th, 8 to 2 at the 4-H building. Then you've got the Holiday Home Tour. That's Saturday, December 6th, 4 to 9 p.m. And then in February on Valentine's Day, Saturday the 14th, you've got your gala coming up. And that's up in Jones Crossing in Mooresville, 6 to 10. So 3 big events and fundraisers throughout the year for the Habitat. And folks, this is one of these groups in town that it's a must-have. And they need our support. If you want to sponsor something, this is one you want to jump on. They do good things for our community that others won't do, and it's a necessity. Even in the good of times, it's a necessity, and especially right now. So reach out to them, get a hold of them, and if not, at least visit some of the fairs or tours and things they've got going on, because it's a good time. And now we turn our attention to this young lady down here on the end. You're a part of another group. You've been in here before, have you not?
With the fair.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we know. That's right. I was like, wait a minute, she's been on here before.
Yes, I have.
She's
She's acting over there like she's a rookie in here. But
That's why Seth, because I worked with Seth at the fair.
I'm sorry.
He's really great.
I was trying to call him tonight on my way home from work, and we've been playing phone tag. So
Yeah, he's a great guy.
he's one of the better human beings around. He just started that Out of the Woods project where he's talking Bible verses. We do our Bibles for Dummies in here on Tuesday nights.
Oh, really?
And we have Jason Abney from LOL, and we have Luke Jackson from Peregrine Christian, and we have Mike Ellis, County Coroner, but a man of deep faith. And then myself, Corey, and Beth, we started at Genesis 1, and we're into Deuteronomy now.
Well, that's
and
great.
We've read all the way through, and boy, some of the words.
Yeah.
If those gentlemen weren't here, we'd still be stumbling along.
I agree 100%.
But they
on some of
answered
that.
the tough questions for us, and Seth just started. It's called Out of the Woods. Just I think yesterday, and he's basically sitting in a chair in the woods and he's reading scripture.
Oh, that's awesome.
And giving his take on it. He said, "I'm not a preacher, but I think I got the idea to do Bible for Dummies because our country needs it."
Yes, it
and
does.
I've never been a big religious person, but I've always believed wholeheartedly. And I thought, you know what? I've always wanted to do something like that. Let's do it. and it's taken off, and we enjoy it. And now Seth has been called to do it, and I'm happy for him, and he's a character, and I support everything he does 100%. So.
Well, you know, being out in the woods is you're with nature.
Yes.
It seems like it's you and God in
Yes.
nature.
Well, I always call him Paul Ingalls anyway because he lives out there in the sticks. So he's right at home out there, and we've had some memorable moments on air. Seth and I in here. He comes in every year as the Easter Bunny, and talks to kids, and it's.
Now he has one of his own.
Yeah, it's yes, and they're great parents, and you can tell they just.
He's so proud of that.
Oh, both of them are, and it's just amazing for both of them. So
Yes, it is.
you've got some tax information for us. I know it's not the best thing to talk about, but this is good stuff, folks.
Well, when we talk about sponsorships, we have this program that actually Habitat Indiana got this program for us, and it's just for habitats only. But what it is if you donate a certain dollar amount, like, okay, say I donate $500, and when I do my taxes next year, it's only for the Indiana taxes. But if I owed, say, $250, then I've got a $250 credit, so I don't have to pay anything to Habitat. And I just assume my money go to help build a house as I would to give it to the state of Indiana for taxes.
100%. I think we're all in agreement on that.
So, you know, it's an awesome, it's like, okay, you take the credit, we build the houses on there. So we help somebody in need on there. So it's a wonderful, it's a no-win, you know. You're helping the community do something, and you're helping yourself at the same time.
So is it a 50%?
50%. So you can get up to, if you donated, the maximum credit you can get is $10,000 if you donated $20,000. But if you don't use it all in the first year, you have up to 5 years you can use that credit.
Oh, wow.
On there. So I do it because, you know, why pay the state of Indiana when I can pay Habitat to help build another house?
Yeah, I think we all want to get out of state tax any way we can.
Right.
And this is a great idea.
Yeah,
throw $1,000 in there, and $500 is covered by the Habitat.
Right.
So,
that's exactly right.
You can't beat that.
On there.
And this is offered nationwide, or is this just Indiana?
No, it's just Indiana.
Okay.
Our Habitat officers in our state office fought for this with the governor and them at the State House, and they got it in. So they actually got $8 million worth of credits, and we use it for the statewide Habitat.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that's government doing good there.
Yes, it is.
We don't get to hear that very often.
Yeah.
State government doing good, as a matter of fact.
Well, and I know the state of Iowa is talking to our people that did it, and they're trying to work with them to get it set up for their state.
You guys are trendsetting across the country.
Yeah. So like I said, this is awesome because you can help us sponsor one of our events, plus you get credit for this. So it's a win-win for both of us on there.
And it's worth mentioning, we're allotted a certain amount of this, and if we don't sell that, then we probably won't get that many next year.
Right,
So,
that's the thing.
Yeah, so last year, thanks to some of our folks doing a great job, we actually sold enough that we got quite a bit more this year.
Yeah.
So we really want to keep that going. We want to sell the full thing, so we hopefully get the same amount next year.
Right. Between the first amount, we got $33,600, and then we sold all that. Then we got another 30. But when you do the $33,600, that means you have to do like $66,400 because we have to raise that money. So,
Right, you got to come up with that.
Yeah. So right now we've raised $94,100 so far.
Wow.
And if we sell all that we've got, it's enough to build a house.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, it is.
And you have 3 opportunities coming up for a sponsorship. You have the craft fair November 15th, 8 to 2 at the 4-H building. You have the holiday home tour Saturday, December 6th, and that's from 4 to 9. And then in February at Valentine's Day, you've got the gala, and that is up in Mooresville at Jones Crossing, 6 to 10. And if they want to be a sponsor, they can get on your website
Right.
or call the numbers posted right there online and get a hold of one of you guys and work it out.
And one of the reasons we got some of our money is people donated because of the kids building our
Yes.
houses in the fall. So you're also helping the high school students in a way, you know.
Well, one thing that I want to emphasize, and it comes up all the time because people, well, I'd love to help you guys out, but we're not a business, so we can't donate. I'm like, no, you don't have to be a business to donate cash
That's right.
to somebody.
Right.
You can individually or a business or however you want to do it. It all spends.
Yeah.
So
And these tax credits can be, it can be an individual, it can be a partnership, it can be a small business. It doesn't have to be just a person. It can be, so if you have a small business that you own, you can do it under that. And then if you have some taxes that you own for yourself, you can do one for both. And so you're set up good.
sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, how many fundraisers do you guys do a year typically?
3 major, and then the craft fair. I don't want to say it's not a major, but it's just a smaller than
Sure.
the other. So we do a golf outing every June.
Okay.
Probably going to be June 13th or 12th. I think 12th next year. I'm on the committee, but those guys may have set a date and I don't know about it yet. So, but it's typically out at the country club, the Martinsville Golf Club. It's a great event. We had 22 foursomes this
Wow.
last year. And yeah, this is an event that actually when I first became the development chair, that's the first thing we did was have a golf outing. And it was me and 1 or 2 other people, and after about 3 years, it was almost just me, and I was ready to throw in the towel, and thank goodness Ann McGowan talked to her husband, Steve Oliver, and several guys, Gary Chaplin, Steve Spath, to come and bail me out.
Save the day, yeah.
And so they've done a great job. It's, you know, they got a lot of contacts all over the place, and they really enjoy doing this. And they kind of look at it as competition against the other committees. And I keep telling them, I don't care. It all goes in the same pot, but it's okay if you want to try to raise more. That's fine.
Right.
So it's a fun event. We can maybe come back and talk about that.
Yes, sir. Please do. Early enough to where we can start
Yeah.
pushing that.
Yeah.
We do our golf outing. We're probably the first one of the year, right at the end of April, beginning of May, and then everybody filters in after that. And so, as quick as you can get in, probably right after ours, early May, we'll get you in here on air and start promoting that because you've got the football, you've got the Elks, you've got the FOP, everybody does a golf outing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think Turley's involved in every one of them across the state somehow. So I don't know how she does that, but she's a good lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is.
Anything else you guys would like to touch on?
I don't.
Just, one thing.
Yes, sir.
We are down 1 board member, I guess, at this point. I think we're just 1. So we're always looking for people. We don't have some set number of board members. So if someone's interested in being a board member, whether we are officially low or not, we're always interested in talking to them. So if anyone out there is interested in being a board member, again, get in touch with one of us. We'll invite you to a board meeting. You can see how we function.
Great.
See the sausage and the process, I guess. Anyway, but we do definitely need to find a new board member, and it would be great if we could find someone from the banking industry, because that's the person who's leaving. That's what she does. So just a kind of a thought there, that if anyone's just feeling like they could maybe do something else to help the community and help a great organization, talk to us.
And you guys are always taking volunteers.
Oh,
yes.
You always take help.
Yeah.
But with the builds you guys do, you never have enough help. Like I said, you use the youth in this community, which is fantastic. but you always need the help.
Well, and it's amazing that they've been able to book up every weekend with these kids and with the women's boat. I don't think there was a weekend where they...
No.
I mean, there's always times where you're struggling to find someone, but not with these two groups.
Right.
They were ready to go, so...
In the spring, it'll be just strictly anybody that wants to build. You know, it's nice to have church groups or stuff. It's a good team building for the people, or just bring your family and say, I want my family to come and work with me. You know, you don't have to know how to do anything. We'll teach you, you know, on there.
There's always need for general laborers, believe me.
That's right.
Lots of stuff needs picked up and carried and thrown away and carried over here and set down, and you're helping build a house for someone in need, and they're there with you, putting in the sweat equity.
That's exactly right.
Along with you. And it's just a wonderful cause for our community, and you guys are leading the way across the country with some of the things you guys are doing. So
Yeah, because when you're talking about sweat equity, they have to put in 230 hours.
Yeah.
Now, part of that is training classes that we do, but they usually work at least 100 hours on their own home, and they try to work on somebody. We like them to work on the house before, so you get used to working on it. And like I said, it's so neat to build something. I mean, I did it for probably a good 20 years before I felt like, okay, I'm too.
what a sense of accomplishment, though.
Oh, yeah.
When you're putting in your own effort into doing something like that. So it's good stuff.
I remember the very first time I went, Jerry Hildenbrand, that used to build cabinets, he doesn't. The commissioners gave us a house. We bought it for $1. It was up in Brooklyn, and we had to work on it and get it ready to sell. And it had a lot of water damage. And when I was there, he took off the frame around the door, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, there's shims and stuff in there. And I thought, wonder if that's what mine looks like. But I wasn't about to take mine off at home to check.
No,
But it's
that's
so
part of the
neat.
process.
Yeah. It's just amazing. It's amazing what you learn.
Well, when these get a little closer, are you guys doing the flyers or anything like that?
Yes.
Make sure somebody sends me one, either messenger or email or text, and then I can post it and talk about it. So
Okay.
at least help get it out there,
That's
and then
awesome.
we post it on the page.
We would love that.
That way we can get more people involved and help you guys hit your numbers.
Yeah.
We're actually trying to get the flyers made up for both the home tour and the gala by
For the fall
next week
foliage
for the
to
fall
hand
foliage
out.
festival.
Right.
We have a booth it's out here this year, but we have a booth, and so we need the supplies for that and just all the different events that are coming up. So yeah, we'll definitely get one to you on both events, and anything you can do to help us, we appreciate that.
Yes, sir, not a problem. Happy to help any way we can, and happy to have you guys back in.
Thank you.
It's even in late January, if you want to come in and talk about the gala, we can do that, and then later on in the year talk about the golf outing coming up. So
Sounds good.
appreciate you guys coming in tonight.
Thank you.
Wish you guys the best of luck, and we'll help any way we can.
All right.
Thank you very
I'm going to
much.
jump off here for a little bit. Susan's coming in here in a little bit, I believe, and we'll be back shortly. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.